12-month credit plans. You don't want to miss it. The annual frame event, up to 85% off, only at Quartz Optical. See in store for details. Quartz Optical, value you can see.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Mervan Thompson. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis joined the international community on Saturday to observe Global Recycling Day 2023, a day set aside to raise awareness of the importance of recycling and to encourage people to take action to reduce waste and to protect the environment. During a brief address to commemorate the day, Honorable Dr. Joy L. Clark, Minister of Environment and Climate Action, said that recycling is extremely important as it helps to protect the environment and support sustainable development. She is quoted as saying, "We must care about recycling. We must be intentional in changing our behavior towards recycling. Recycling simply means the process of turning waste into material that can be reused. Let us recycle our plastic bottles and reduce the use of plastic bags, straws, forks, and spoons, for example." End quote. The Environment Minister encouraged the general public to play its part in ways like using reusable water bottles and participating in the solid waste management and recycling project spearheaded by the Ministry of Environment and the Taiwan ICDF Technical Mission. According to www.globalrecyclingday.com, Global Recycling Day was created in 2018 to help recognize and celebrate the importance recycling plays in preserving resources and securing the future of our planet. A local entrepreneur, Myrta Nicholas, has utilized a local flower to put a twist to locally made lemonade, making it blue. On Friday, the entrepreneurs of the Adult and Continuing Education Division of the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, CFBC, hosted an exhibition at the Independence Square to culminate their Business Week activities. ZIZ's Mervan Thompson participated in a live demonstration.
Today, I'm going to show you how they make the blue lemonade, or as they call it, the rainbow lemonade. So we are going to using the butterfly pea flower, which is this purple flower right here. It's locally grown. And then I would have made the base from it by boiling the water and drying the leaves in it. And it is sweetened. So I'm going to put some into the glass now. So you see the blue liquid is coming out. It's a blue base. And in order to get that lemon flavor, I'm going to insert some lime juice in it, freshly squeezed lime juice. And I'm going to put just a little bit in here. And then when you look at it, you're going to see that its color has begun to change. And it would change, and as it shakes, you would see it's changing as it goes around.
Wow.
And it's very lovely. So feel free to try it if you so desire, to get that lemon taste out of it, you know, that lemonade flavor. So you can taste it. See the color is changing as it goes along.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow, yes,
wow,
it is.
Wow.
We haven't gotten that wow. That wow, what a wow. This one, what a wow. Yes, so it is real nice. All locally grown, all natural, edible. So you could eat the flower as well.
How long did this process take?
About to cool down everything about half an hour, because it has to cool down before.
And what was the inspiration to think that we can use this locally grown plant, mix it with lemon?
Well, it's called research. When you find out how things turn blue and you want to, so then you know that this flower and it's grown in my uncle's yard. So yeah, I got it picked and freshly picked. Unlimited. It's fresh every day. You pick today, you clean the tree, tomorrow morning it's filled again.
All right, thank you so much. That was Myrta Nicholas with Mervan Thompson on Friday at the CFBC Business Week culmination at the Independence Square. Meanwhile, the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College hosted Business Week last week to give students the opportunity to display the practical knowledge of what they have learned. While at the Independence Square on Friday, where an exhibition was held, business lecturer Anique Bruno spoke to ZIZ News of the importance of the activities.
This week we had Business Week for the students. Our topic were about creativity and innovation. The students were asked to create a business for the entire week and hope to generate profit from it. It's something that we do continuously. We had it in 2018 because of COVID, we stopped, and now we're back again. The students actually have to create the business from scratch, do all of their marketing. This is Miss Gilbert. She and we actually coordinate the business week, and we only supervise the students on a normal basis.
Clytie Gilbert, coordinator of Business Week, spoke of the feedback the group has received.
I think the effort was an awesome one. I find that the students also they're actually enjoying the fact that they have created the business and they are running the business. They manage their own monies, everything. So the responsibility is on them, and I can see that they are in fact having a great time.
The business ideas displayed included fashionable beads, smoothies, and locally made multigrain bread. Coming up, we'll have another look at some of the stories from the past week. Stay tuned.
This is your boy, Super Andy Handy, with your Super Handy Andy deals at Horsford's Building Center for the month of March. 10-gallon wet dry vacuum was $961.11, now only $860.94. Combination hammer was $1784.62, is now just $1516.93. 18-inch standing fan with remote was $320.51, is now reduced to $272.43. 100-foot extension cord with light was 533 cents, is now only $425.19. Ball knob door handle set was $315.77, is now $268.51. Super Handy Andy deals at Horsford's Building Center for the month of March only, making home improvement easy.
Want to get away? Now you can.
Stop standing in long ATM lines to withdraw cash. Use your national debit or black cards to complete a wide variety of transactions at supermarkets, variety stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and more. Shop online at the most popular websites and stores for quality brands using your national debit or black cards. And take back your time to enjoy all the things that you love to do. Remember, instead of waiting in long ATM lines to withdraw cash, use your National Bank cards today.
National Bank, always here.
In news from the past week, nurse managers were engaged in leadership-oriented workshops to improve the healthcare sector. Here's more.
Nurse managers from across the Federation's public health institutions are currently participating in a two-day leadership workshop designed to equip them with the tools and strategies they need to lead effectively in the ever-changing healthcare industry. The workshop will be led by a team of experienced facilitators, including CEO and founder of Richardson Business Solutions, Ms. Deirdre Richardson, pastor, therapist, and life coach, Mr. Colin Gunthrop, and management consultant, Mr. Douglas Watley. During the workshop, participants will engage in various interactive sessions, including leadership and team-building exercises, discussions on effective communication, and strategies for managing change. Participants also had the opportunity to learn from the facilitators' wealth of experience and knowledge in leadership development. Prime Minister and Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, in his remarks to the nurse managers at the workshop, noted that without leadership, there is no forward movement.
I have looked at it and asked, well, what is leadership? And anybody will tell you, those who have studied it, that leadership is really influence. Influence. If you're not influencing anybody, if you're not even influencing yourself, you're really not a leader. You probably can have a position where you are given a title, but if you can't influence those who you are supposed to lead, then you're not really leading.
Participants also expressed their appreciation for the workshop, sharing that they expect it to be informative, engaging, and thought-provoking over the next 2 days. The leadership workshop for nurse managers is part of broader plans by the Ministry of Health to continue investing in the professional development of its staff to provide the best possible care to its patients while transforming the healthcare in the Federation.
Sir Kennedy remembers the late Ewell Swanston, a former Minister of Government in Nevis. Here's that report.
National hero and former Prime Minister Sir Kennedy Simmons is remembering the late NRP politician Ewell Swanston as a man of the people. In an interview with ZIZ, Sir Kennedy said Mr. Swanston was described as a people's man and as such reflected the will and needs of the people.
He, in his normal everyday life, in his normal everyday demeanor, reflected the feeling, right, the emotion, the understanding of the people whom he served. He was a man given to service.
Sir Kennedy described Mr. Swanston as a genuine and down-to-earth person, which was reflected in his manner of speech.
When Ewell Swanston spoke, right, just normal thing, or even especially in Parliament, people stopped to hear him. I always like to hear Sir Swanston. He was not a man given to flowery or erudite language. He spoke about things as he saw them. What you see is what you get. That was how Ewell Swanston was.
He said he particularly remembered that Mr. Swanston was very passionate about the basic needs of Nevisians.
The things he was concerned about. He talked about the roads, and how awful they were. The next thing, I think, was water. When Swanston, in his early days, was in an environment in which people had to walk, some people had to walk 2 miles to get a bucket of water. I don't think it's easy for people to nowadays to quite understand that.
Mr. Swanston, a founding member of the Nevis Reformation Party, served in government from 1984 to 1995. In 1980, he became a member of the PAM-NRP coalition government led by Sir Kennedy Simmons. He was awarded the Companion of the Star of Merit on National Heroes Day, September 16, 2021. He passed away at the age of 86 on the 8th of March in New York City.
As World Down Syndrome Day approaches, the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School is reminding the general public of the day. Here's more.
Teachers, students, staff, and parents of the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School took to the streets of Bastia on Friday morning in a motorcade to raise awareness for the genetic disorder Down syndrome. Participants wore their colorful socks, which represent the 3 copies of chromosomes found in persons with Down syndrome. Teacher at Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School, Hadia Jeffers, said the motorcade was a success last year, and as such, it was brought back this year.
We're doing our motorcade, something that we did last year, and we found that it was really pleasing to the public, and especially the Down syndrome students. They really enjoyed it, and we're going to display our pretty socks, mix match socks, pattern socks, colorful socks, anything that helps to spread awareness for our Down syndrome students, as well as older people in the Federation who are living with this disability.
She also provided the theme for this year and encouraged the general public to wear their colorful socks in solidarity with persons living with the disorder on World Down Syndrome Day.
Our theme for this year is with us, not for us. So we hope to see you with us on Tuesday, March 21st, wearing your pretty socks.
World Down Syndrome Day is celebrated on March 21st each year.
After the break, Antigua and Barbuda is hopeful that a meeting with U.S. officials will boost citizenship by investment programs and Black Sea grain deal extended. Stay tuned.
Excel Horses and Company Limited, providing a greener future for the exceptional people that we value.
Hey hon, what's up?
Hey girl, I just called you to tell you about this great deal that I'm about to get with an insurance company on my new car.
Really?
Yes, really, just $200 monthly for the next 12 months.
That sounds too good to be true. Does it include windshield coverage?
No, that's an additional cost.
Does it include personal accident and medical expense coverage?
Wait, no it does not.
What about acts of God and riot and strife coverage?
No, you know.
Please tell me it at least includes some kind of no claims protection.
It does not.
Well friend, the math is not mathing at all. With TDC Insurance, you got one rate and all that I mentioned included.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going on the website right now to get a quote.
You definitely need to switch to TDC Insurance where the math is mathing.
At TDC Insurance Company, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
In news now regionally, Antigua and Barbuda is hopeful that recent talks with the United States will help citizenship by investment programs in the sub-region to survive intense scrutiny from countries in the advanced world. Helissa Humphreys reports.
The Americans put forward 6 principles by which, if we abide, that they won't attack our CIP programs. That's very important to us. And so, and having the Americans not do battle with us over this would be good. Because
5 regional governments which operate these programs committed to 6 principles proposed by the United States at a roundtable engagement last month. The countries are Antigua and Barbuda, the Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Lucia. Representatives of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank and the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States also participated.
what we're doing is balancing the interests. And our hope is that our CIP program can survive because it's under attack by the Europeans, and we believe that it's good to have the Americans on our side.
Among the principles are the collective agreement on denials, interviews with all applicants, additional checks, annual or biennial audits, the retrieval of revoked and recalled passports, and the suspension of applications from Russians and Belarusians. The Chief of Staff in the Prime Minister's office says, though Antigua and Barbuda has taken stances in opposition to the United States on other issues, it would not be wise to attempt that strategy in this case.
Matters that pertain to trade, where the U.S. exercises so much influence, the U.S. dollar is so important. The U.S. is one of the largest